Hi, this is Shannah, and this is again a pick a card reading. This one is about you and them, thoughts, feelings, and actions. And the timestamps are in the description box. And this is a new approach to my pick a card readings. I'm doing this Mystic Moon style. Mystic Moon is one of the card readers here in at YouTube, and she's wonderful. And she's all about twin flames and the twin flame journey, and she does a wonderful job. She's really fantastic, and I'd like to try her method. So this is just an experiment. Let's see how it works. And as you can see, I have the decks prepared here, but you can choose between two hearts. We have here heart for pile number one, for choice number one, and this is red, brown, jasper. And also red, brown, jasper, this one, but this one's a lot smaller. There you go. So this is for pile two. So choose between one of these hearts. You can pause the video if you'd like. And I'm going to start now with pile one with a bigger heart. So putting this one away. So first of all, I'd like to see first what's the overall energy between the two of you. So picking a card. So giving and receiving. This talks about balance between giving and receiving, and this is quite important because you should check if you're giving more than you're receiving or if you're receiving more than you're giving, right? And this is very important to keep this balance. But what I'm getting from this card right now is that there's a lot of giving and receiving between the two of you. This is a very important theme in order that you'd like to keep this balanced. So there's a lot of exchange. So you are in contact with this person, is the feeling I'm getting. You are in contact with this person, you talk to each other. It could be a friend of a friend, an acquaintance, or even a co-worker, a colleague. And there's contact. And this giving and receiving, the balance, I have the feeling to see a very important theme, and there's something that you should really watch out for if you're giving more than you're receiving. But it seems to me at first glance that there seems to be a balance there already. You know, there's a lot of exchange between you. But let's see what the other cards are saying. So, taking this one. So, time and tide. Oceanic spells and rituals. So here we have this is a card of cycles, of respecting cycles. So it may be that at the moment there's not much happening between you, and probably that's the reason why you came here to this video, to watch this video, because there's a time where there's a lot going on and there's a lot of exchange between you, but now at the moment this doesn't seem to be the case. So this is a time where you both redrawn from this situation. Maybe the other person has redrawn from the situation and you want to know what's going on. But this card is telling us that it's part of life. There's all these cycles. There's a time where there's a lot going on, there's a lot of contact, and there's a times they're more quiet. But it doesn't mean that there's not a connection there. But we're going to see what the cards will say. But let's get another card for this. I have follow me. Come, this is your invitation to enter the realm of fairy. So this is an invitation, you know, to trust your intuition, to trust in magic, to trust in the universe, right? And this is an intuition to let go of control issues as well. and let everything happen in its own rhythm. And probably um, you will be getting, or you got an invitation from this person as well, maybe to join a party, for a date. And, or maybe you are considering inviting this person on a date. But the energy I'm getting is that you should really consider, if you're moving too fast or not, because the cards are telling you take your time, let the things unfold in their own time. And then we have love yourself first, because this is important. You should love yourself first. So let go of the connection, I would say, for the moment. Enjoy this time just for yourself and follow yourself to love yourself first. Take this invitation to enjoy this time and concentrate on the things that are fun for you. Concentrate on everything that is important for you right now besides this relationship. Cultivate yourself. Follow your hobbies, your interests, your career, your creative outlets. Concentrate on that, on what makes you happy, because you need this relationship right now needs a time of rest. So, and the other person is doing the same, is looking inward. The other person is also looking inward and concentrating on themselves and what brings them further as a person in this world. Let's see the rest of the energies. So, let's start with thoughts, and let's start with them. How do they see you, right? What do they think about you? Find balance. So when they see you, they see you as a person that has a lot on their plate. Yeah, they see you as a person with lots of interests, with lots of hobbies. Probably you have more than one job. So you're always on the go. You're always very busy. And yeah, and they're not sure if they would have room in your life, in your heart, if they would get your attention, because you give them attention, but then you have a thousand of other things going on as well. And so they're not really sure if you could find that balance between your interests and career and love, if you would have time, to spend time with them, to be with them in a relaxed manner. And what you're thinking about them. This card again. Listen. So you think they should listen more to you. You probably have the feeling, you think that they don't listen enough, that they do not really see what you're all about, that they don't give you the time in order for you to show what you're all about. And this may frustrate you because you'd like to show so many things to them, and you have the feeling that you're not being listened to. That's what I'm getting. But let's continue in our journey. How do they see you? And here we have guide, a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. So they see you as someone with a lot of wisdom. You're someone that can really help them out in difficult situations. You're someone that can give precious advice when they're in need. And they know they can always count on you. So you are being seen by them as a trustworthy ally, someone they can trust in. And how do you see them? The magic of the Cahalan Druid: caution, secrecy, wary. So you see this person as being very secretive and as someone that doesn't really share their inner feelings, as someone that is not very easy to read. And that's why you're trying to listen, you're trying to use all your senses in order to read this person, to have a fair picture about this person. And it can also be that your interest in them is a secret. You keep it secret. You don't share it with anyone. And moving on. How do they see you? The Merlin, guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. So they see you as a teacher. Maybe you are their teacher. So they see you again as someone very, very wise. And it can also be that you are older than they are, right? So they can see you as someone having a lot of experience, as someone is very mature, and someone that knows their way in life. And they see you as someone very wise, someone they can go to if they need help, someone they can go to if they need advice. So they look up to you. They look up to you and they know they can trust you and they admire your experience, admire your knowledge, your wisdom. And they admire you because you're so wise and you have done so many things in your life and you're still doing so many things and you have so many interests and so many projects going on and they really look up to you. They think you're amazing actually in that sense. And what about you? How do you see them? Oh, the littlest fairy. Oh my God. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small. So you see them as being younger, funnily enough, that's the message I'm getting, as being younger than you and having less experience, but you really value this person. You find this person here very, very exquisite. And it inspires you as well. And you have a great appreciation for that person. And it's also someone, so this person is someone that sees beauty in the smallest things, sees beauty in details. Um, this person is able to walk the same street every day and find something new, so a new detail, something new. It's like for them every day, what we call like routine, and we just go to work and come back home and home to work, work, home. And for us, everything looks the same. Everything is very familiar. So we didn't even look around. This person is always looking around, is always appreciating all the details and all the different things they can find in their surroundings. They have this eye for the detail. Yes, and you really appreciate this and in your love interest because it inspires you. It makes you see the world in new ways, makes you rediscover magic, makes you rediscover the magical side of life, of the world that surrounds us, and this really, really inspires you. So now let's go to the feelings. How is this person feeling about you? How does this person feel about you? Balance. The feelings they have about you. First, I was inclined to say the feelings are very balanced, right? They're very even. It's a friendship, but here they're also trying to balance their feelings with who you are. That's what I'm getting now. They try because it can be that you're very different from one another. Not only the gender, but especially the way you live. Again, we can have here an age difference. We can have here also a cultural difference. We can have also a different outlook in life. Can be the way you live your life, the way you see your life. You see it in very different ways, but it's something that it's pleasing to this person, and they're just trying to find a way of finding balance in order to incorporate all this new energy you bring to their life, and incorporate it into their own life in a very positive way. But the basis energy is very, very positive. Is a deep friendship at the very least. So it's really nice. And let's see what the other cards tell us. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, despite these differences, they feel that it's very safe to love you. They feel that they can let themselves go. They can, show their feelings and pour out their heart to you because you wouldn't hurt them. You wouldn't break their heart. So they are actually quite sure of your feelings. That's the message I'm getting. But there are huge differences between you, which is not bad, but they're still trying to balance that out to feel completely safe. But let's go now to your side before you continue with their side. How do you feel about them? You're awaiting results. So you are awaiting results. You're awaiting for this situation to move on. You probably have made your feelings known. So the other person knows how you feel about them. That's why they feel it's safe for them to love, because they know you like them, and you're just waiting now for them to make a move. So you're quite positive, actually. You're in a positive energy, but you're just waiting. And it can be that you'll get a bit impatient, but you're in this waiting mode, and waiting for the other person to make a move. And you're full of passion for this person. So you're very passionate about this person, and you really want to have this person. Not only love them, but really have them, touch them, feel them. It's a lot of passion here. And but you're just, this passion is like in a dam, is waiting to burst out, and you're in this waiting mode. So it can be that you're very, very impatient. But let's see more about his feelings. There you go, here, for instance. The Secret Path is another beautiful card. An irresistible pull down a distinct, sorry, I cannot read today. An irresistible pull down a distinct path, ley lines, mystical traditions. So this person feels a very strong pull towards you, but it's a different path from the path they're used to. You may be a completely different person from the people they're used to date. Could be the age difference or the cultural difference or even both. You're a totally different person, and they're still balancing this because they know it's safe for them to love, but they're still unsure if they can cope with it, if they can really involve themselves with such a person that's so different from what they know. So they're not really sure if they can get into a relationship with you. That's what I'm getting. What about you? What you're feeling? Fairy wishing well, manifestation, expectations, offerings. Again, you're waiting for this person. You're like wanting this person so much. You're waiting for the manifestation. You're waiting for this passion, for this love to come true. And, you're just keeping your fingers crossed and saying, please, 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 please. And yes. So, what about the here? Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. Again, we have here this balance. And the main word here is allow. So they're still not feeling sure enough about allowing themselves to receive your love, and they're not sure if they can give love as well. It can be that this person doesn't feel sure if they're the right person for you. They're not sure if they can give you the love and security that they believe you need. So they're still quite unsure. There is love there, and there's this very strong pull, but they're still not sure because again, you're a totally different person from what they're used to. This is the message I'm getting, and so they're a bit afraid, of getting burned, of getting hurt, of um, getting into a situation that can be more complicated than what you're ready to commit to. Because, people, they can get very comfortable in their comfort zone, and which is also okay. And sometimes the universe offers them something really, really special. And it can be very difficult to deal with that, because it's a risk they have to take, and a risk with beautiful, beautiful consequences, but they don't know that at the beginning. So let's see you here. The Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. So here this card usually says you're being authentic, but actually here you're struggling with your authenticity. You know why? Because you're getting very impatient, and there's a lot of passion in your heart, and it can be that you are led to manipulate the situation, which is probably something you wouldn't do. But because you're starting to yearn, to long for the situation, you may catch yourself doing things or saying things that you wouldn't do otherwise, or you're trying too hard to please this other person. So in your heart is also like this struggle and also this wish to stay true to yourself. But it's a bit difficult at the moment. It's not impossible, of course not, but you may be feeling some difficulties with this because you really wanting this other person, you're really longing for this other person. And again, when we're in this state, sometimes we do and say things that are somewhat out of character, right? But fear not, it's okay. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard with yourself. We all go through this, okay? At least once in a lifetime. So now let's see now the actions, how you're acting towards each other. How is he acting towards you? Detach. So, because as we saw earlier, this person is feeling quite unsure. So this person is acting detached. And this person is like, letting go, it's withdrawing from the situation, is pulling away from the situation, because probably it makes them feel safer. See here, these other cards here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Well, that's what we had here. But here in this case, you know, it can be that it's detaching from you because you're just very different from their usual expectations. And probably they're even looking around, keeping an open mind, looking at other people, seeing if there are other possibilities. I know it's horrible to hear, but it's some things that people do when they're not sure about the relationship, or they're too afraid to start a relationship with someone. They start looking around. Even if the connection is there, even if the pull is very strong, they still, and as you can see, the pull is there, they're unsure, and they think the world of you. They think you're a very wise, wonderful person, and still the actions can be crueler than feelings and thoughts. And but let's see about you. How are you acting towards them? How you're behaving? You're sharing the love. You're giving them love. You're sharing your heart with them. So you're showing this person. That's why we saw earlier that they feel that's safe for them to love, because you're sharing the love. You're giving them love and attention. And getting another card. And either you're now like healing your own issues, healing your own issues, be it childhood issues, being, with parents or upbringing. You're healing your own issues, and this situation is probably helping you to do that as well. Or you're also probably helping this person to heal this childhood issues. Um, so you're really helping this person, you're sharing a lot with this person, and you're also working on yourself. And what else? Let's hear to the mermaids. The other person, water flight, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. So this person is moving away, like we saw, is detaching, is acting more detached, because this person is also getting rid of other problems in their lives, and now this person is starting to feel lighter, is starting to feel more hopeful as well, and this opportunity, this love that you're giving this person, may be a heavy weight for them, in the sense it can be a burden. And please don't get hurt if I say this, can be a burden because, as I told you earlier, they're not sure if they're the right person for you. They're not sure if they can give you the love they think you need. And that's why they're detaching and they're lifting this weight. And this is also a reason they're looking around. They're keeping an open mind, seeing if there are other possibilities for them as well. Um, so, but I want to see something else before I continue. Let's go here. So, yeah, my grandmother ocean primordial, because it can be also that you have children. I was telling you earlier, it may be that you're older than this person, and it can be that you have children. It can also be that you probably share with them that you want to have kids, that you want to start a family, that you want a very serious commitment. And this probably, scared this person a bit. Because if the person is younger, there are young people, really young people that are very mature and ready to commit for life, but there are some others, and maybe it's not even a case that it's younger in age, it's younger in maturity, which is also okay. We all have different stories, we all have different paths, and they're all wonderful. But sometimes when we meet the people, these stories don't really match, right? Because we're in different phases of our development. And so it can be that you want something more serious. And then it can be that, you also have a family already, that you already have children. And this may be too much for the other person. So this is where they're trying to find this balance. They're trying to find a way to incorporate all this into their lifestyle, into their way of living and thinking. And healing these family issues can also be not only childhood, can be with an actual family that you have right now, you know and this can be too much for the other person. Probably they don't want to get involved in your own personal drama, and they try to detach and see things from other perspectives, or even trying to find some time to clear this in their head. But let's see more about their actions. This one, wait a second. Dragon's pet, communication between species, animal, pets, magical companions, guardianship. Interesting. So this is something they're also considering, you know. Because here we have the word guardianship. Because if you have a family already, they're also considering of being a guardian to the children, being part of your family. But there's something they have really to think about it. They have to detach first. So if they're detaching and it seems really cruel because you think, oh my God, it's too much, I've put too much weight on their shoulders and scare them away, they're actually walking away, so to say, or detaching, but it's only temporarily because they're really considering all of this. They're really putting in some thought. And I was interpreting this card earlier. Sorry, let me go here. And they all fell down. Here, keep an open mind, like they're playing the field and seeing there are other opportunities. But now with these two cards, what I'm getting is they are trying to keep an open mind in order to include you in their life. So this is a very strong possibility here, right? Remember, this is a collective reading. So I'm trying to get as many messages as possible. So they're trying to keep a very open mind and finding ways of putting all this together. So if they're detaching, it's because they need time to think. They need time for themselves in order to find a way of being fair and loving and caring in a way that you deserve. That's the message I'm getting now, and it's really beautiful. And here, now, still a card for you from the fairies. Here, this one. And three graces: cooperative ventures with friends, joy, sharing new partnerships that are fun. So, and you have all these issues, you're sharing the love, but you're sharing the love in a fun way. Because this is your way of healing, and actually it's a beautiful way. It's having fun, it's being with like-minded people and enjoying life. And this is also what attracted this person to you as well, because this is your wisdom. Your wisdom is being with friends, of having this community spirit, of having really strong connections with other people. It's like a network of friends where you help each other and enjoy each other's presence in each other's lives. And so you're not really sad. You have really heavy things, to consider, and also big responsibilities, but you do it lightheartedly. You don't stop, enjoying life and enjoying your friends and all the blessings you get from your life and in your life. And you share the love with an open heart and with open arms. And this is your way of living, this is your wisdom, and this is what this person really admires in you, which is quite nice. Let's see some future energies. Future energies, throat chakra. So, the throat chakra is all about communication, right? So, communication will take place and it will be clear, it will be authentic, and it will clear the air. This is very important, really clear the air. And what is going to be said in this communication here? You both express your love. Isn't that beautiful? So you'll be expressing your love for each other. So love will be expressed, so decision will be made. And this is really beautiful. What else? What else? I want more now. Homeland. I love this card. Arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settle. So you both will settle down with each other. You'll express your love for each other and you'll settle down. You'll commit to each other, and all this journey will come to a happy end. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see what the fairies say, what they have to add to this. Shimmer, glamour, confidence, allure, charisma, and everything is going to be shiny and beautiful. And actually, it's going to be a lot better than you think. This connection will give you a lot of joy and confidence. So you both will be more confident in this relationship. The moment there's a decision here, the moment love is expressed, so you'll be settling down, you'll be starting building this relationship in a very confident way, in a very shiny, beautiful way. So good things are coming for you both. And I want to have another card. The last one, this one. The Divine Rebel. I love it. So this card is telling you both to be rebels. In the sense here that just because it's different, just because society probably won't accept it, not with open arms, as with very conservative relationships, but be a rebel, be who you really are, trust your instincts, trust your heart, trust your intuition, trust who you are, because the world needs rebels, the world needs people that are different and show us all different ways of doing things, different ways of thinking, different ways of loving, because this is what makes life so, so special. So this is the message. You're a divine rebel. Keep on believing in yourself because the results will be fantastic. Thank you so much. And I hope it resonated with you. And thank you to all that have been watching, liking, and commenting my videos, and also to all that have subscribed to my channels. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me.